זה לא קורה הרבה פעמים, אבל זה בהחלט קורה הפעם כאשר טויוטה מחליטה להזמין אותנו את עולם הרכב של ערוץ הספורט למפגש מיוחד עם שני כלי תקשורת ישראלים בלבד ועוד כמה כלי תקשורת מאירופה לחשיפה ראשונה, להצגה ראשונה, לפגישה ראשונה וטעימה ראשונה מהאייגו קרוס החדשה. כן, מדובר בטויוטה אייגו קרוס, דור חדש, דגם חדש, עיצוב חדש, טכנולוגיה אחרת מכפי שהכרנו באייגו, שנמכרה עד עכשיו ברמה של משהו כמו 300 מכוניות בשנה בישראל, לקטגוריה הכי קטנה, כשהיריבות שלה היו הפיאט 500, אולי גם קיה פיקנטו, יונדאי 10 וגם שברולט שנתנה את התשובה שלה, הרוב הגיע מקוריאה. האירופאיות די ויתרו על הסיפור הזה, גם אם בישראל כמובן, גם אם מדובר בפולקסווגן, בסיאט, שמכרו בישראל את הפולו-אפ וגם את הסיאט מי וגם את הסקודה סיטיגו, גם הם ויתרו על השוק הזה בישראל. אבל הדבר היותר חשוב והמעניין, שהמפעלים של סטלנטיס, שהיו שותפים יחד עם טויוטה ל-C1, לסיטרואן C1 ולפז'ו 108, יצאו מהמשחק. הם פשוט יצאו מהמשחק וסטלנטיס החליטו להישאר עם הפיאט 500, וטויוטה אמרו להם תודה רבה, יצאתם, אנחנו נשארים, והם לקחו את האייגו שהייתה חביבה בהקטנה, והפכו אותה עכשיו לאייגו קרוס. וזאת המכונית שתגיע לישראל בכמה רמות גימור, למרות שנדבר על מנוע ותיבת הילוכים וביצועים זהים לגמרי בכל רמות הגימור, אבל לצעצוע המתוק הזה יש כמה רמות גימור, כולל גג נפתח ועוד כמה דברים מאוד מאוד מעניינים. כמובן שהכל ישליך על הכסף. אל תתרשמו מהמדבקות האלה, כיוון שמדובר במכונית טרום ייצור, פרה-פרודקשן, ככה קוראים למכונית הזאת, פרה-פרודקשן. היא עדיין לא עברה לייצור מלא במפעלים של טויוטה בצ'כיה, בקולן שבצ'כיה, כאשר המנועים מגיעים מהמפעל של טויוטה בפולין, והמפעל שהיה בצרפת, שייצר יחד עם הצרפתים את ה-C1 ואת הפז'ו 108, עבר לייצר טויוטה יאריס קרוס וטויוטה יאריס. את זה עושים בצרפת, והמכונית הזאת תגיע מהמפעלים של טויוטה בצ'כיה. אני רוצה להגיד שלום, I want to say hi to Stan, please. תגידו שלום לסטן, this is Stan, and he's from Belgium, and he's one of the guys who in charge of the development of new Toyota Aygo Cross.
That's it.
That's the name, Toyota Aygo Cross. A new model, absolutely new model, Stan.
Completely new. And it's not even new, it's also the very first baby of Toyota Europe that we developed in Europe, planned, styled, developed, engineered, everything done in Europe and built in Europe as well. So that's why we're extra proud of this little baby.
With the European flavor, because I know you travel all over the country, all over the continent, sorry, to look after the needs or the dreams or the flavors of the European customer and also the Israeli customer.
Absolutely. So we're doing two things. What do our current customers actually like and maybe miss about the previous model? Very important to listen to them. But also, how is the world changing? How are the cities changing? What kind of new car do they need in the future? And in the end, this is the result of that one. So, proud of it.
אז זו התוצאה של המחקר והבדיקה שסטן ואנשי טויוטה עשו בכל רחבי אירופה כדי לגלות את הטעם ואת הסגנון, את הסטייל של הקרוס אוברים החדשים, וכמו שסטן אומר, זו התוצאה. זו הפעם הראשונה שאייגו מקבלת משהו חדש לגמרי. טוטל, ממש חדש לגמרי. Is there anything you took from the old Aygo and leave it here in this one?
Actually, nothing has just been carried over, but there are some typical Aygo-ness that we took in.
Show me.
For example, this slanted window which pops up, it actually helps giving this super nice shape. Sorry, I love it really.
Okay.
Because we've got this full biton and the rear. Look at this. We've taken over this rear combi lamp with this kind of swoosh style, but we made it into full LED. We took the glass back door.
Oh, this is one of the symbols of the old car.
The symbols, but look at this. Completely newly engineered, improved damping, steel carrier and so on, and giving a perfect quality closing. So, take the good styling, but then make them better in everyday use.
And as I look inside for a second, I saw that the volume is bigger.
Absolutely.
Of the boot.
the car has grown 235 millimeters, and 125 millimeter has gone to the boot luggage. That is 60 liter extra, but not only just the liters, but also we took all the European luggages, crates, typical loading, let's say, that our customers do.
Shoppings and things like that.
That's it. And we made sure that they actually fit. And that's the most important thing, right, that the customer needs.
כן, אז זה בדיוק מה שסטן מספר, הם הלכו לרמי לוי שלהם, וממש בדקו עם השקיות ועם כל דבר אחר מהסופרמרקט, וכל מזוודה או תיק נסיעות יומיומי שאנשים משתמשים בו. So, you gave up on the back seats already, or you leave it as an option?
We're not giving up on the back seats, but we actually prioritize luggage and front passengers. Maybe later we go to the front as well. The front really is better driving position, super ergonomics, space even for adults, big guys like me.
You're a big guy, yeah.
We can really fit in there, no problem. The rear is not worsened, it's just the same as today's Aigo, because that is what our customers told us. Customers told us only 5% we use the rear seat.
Oh.
So therefore, please don't focus on it. We need more practicality in the luggage, because even if you take a jacket or a sports bag or something, we'll throw it in the luggage.
Or a tennis racket or things like that.
That's it.
When you go to the country club.
Of course, you can pick up your kids at school, no problem whatsoever. The space between the front seat and the rear seat is exactly the same as the Aigo today.
Oh, okay. But still, as I learned from you, the platform is not the same platform.
No. We've taken the successful platform of the Yaris. It's well-known car of the year in 2021. It's not a coincidence. And we've taken that platform, we made it shorter in the front, and the rear end actually we cut. So let's say from here, everything was completely new to the rear end. Suspension pods as well, they were really redesigned, made it smaller, lighter, but with the same quality as the Yaris and Yaris Cross.
It's always in bitone, in two-tone. It's not a special edition.
This is not a special edition. We have two types of customers, let's say. We have rational customers. They want a car from A to B, and they want to spend not so much budget, let's say, very rational. They come in monotone color. But for our emotional customers, and they are like 70% of our customer base, they choose our spice colors. So juniper blue, ginger beige, cardamom green, or chili red. And that always comes standard with this bitone. Now this bitone line is created completely here through the front, including the door as well. So it's much more than just a black roof.
אז זה מה שסטן מסביר, העיצוב המיוחד הזה והצביעה בשני צבעים זה לא מהדורה מיוחדת. כל המכוניות תהיינה בסגנון הזה של צביעה בשני צבעים, כאשר החלק האחורי והגג וגם הקורה הקדמית יהיו צבועים בצבע שחור, וזה לא סתם שחור, זה שחור מנצנץ. It's glossy. It's glossy and nice. Yes, you can see it in the sun. It's glossy and nice. והם בחרו לקרוא למכוניות, לצבעים של המכוניות, כרגע 4 צבעים, לפי שמות של תבלינים. So ginger, it's like champagne, something.
Champagne, exactly.
Exactly like champagne.
Right.
Cardamom, green.
It's like a green which turns a bit gray, and yeah, like the spice really.
Okay, cardamom, let me translate. Cardamom in Hebrew, cardamom בעברית זה hell. You put it in the coffee, and you drink it together with the black coffee, this cardamom, grounded,
Okay.
and it makes the coffee taste very, very spicy.
Okay.
Although hell, it's hell, okay? But it's in Hebrew you call it hell, but it's not hell. Let's go to hell, okay? אז זה הירוק קרדמון, שזה בעצם ההל. האדום נקרא צ'ילי, and this one?
This is juniper.
Juniper.
Juniper is the blueberry, right?
Okay,
This
יפה.
is the juniper berry.
יפה.
Very famous because in Belgium, from juniper berry, we make Genever like the gin tonic actually. It's one of the things. That's the berry that we use.
Okay, but you have to drive sober. אז זה על שם השמות של התבלינים שהם בחרו, וזה, it's also a good idea, connecting with the concept of the car being spicy and being young and...
So that concept was there from the beginning. So it was not just like, oh, which color shall we take and what is the competition doing? No, it was really for Aiko Cross, concept color, bitone, this was from day number 1. And so our stylists were, of course, you know, stylists, they like to dream and so on, but we took their dream and actually translated into the sport color line. So it works.
I cannot avoid the size of the rims. They are big, 17 or 18. 18-inch rims
These are
in a small car like that.
on an A-segment car.
Are you crazy?
Actually, do you know that the size of the wheel is 45% of the total height of the car? This is how important. This is like a cool car, like a Range Rover Evoque. This is the same. CHR Toyota, same thing. So that's also the concept we took. Now the wheel is large, but it's very small. And because it's small, we could keep good fuel consumption, good comfort, very small turning.
Ah, good comfort. We have the experience of large rims with not so beefy tires.
No.
The car to be jumpy, but this one is the handling is very good.
Absolutely. And that's the unique point of this one. These tires are uniquely developed for the car.
The tires developed for the car?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which company?
Totally unique. We have Falcon, which is the Dunlop family. We have Goodyear and we have Michelin. So we got plenty of choice.
So three companies develop tires especially for the Aiggo Cross.
Both 17 and 18 inch, because they are different tires as well. So a lot
So
of
the customer is not limited to one company, one tire.
they're not limited.
One tire, different companies.
So we've got, on both sizes, 17 and 18 inch, you've got these different companies. And indeed,
Good.
You can choose.
Good.
Maybe not for Israel, but still in the mountain, you go skiing.
No, also in Israel.
There
You
is
go to the
winter
mountain
tire.
and ski, especially these days.
We have winter.
We have
tire
a lot
ready
of
as
snow,
well,
yeah,
so
yeah.
anyway.
Let's speak about the engine, because this is very important. Although it's not a carryover, but still, you didn't develop a new engine, but you did develop a new gearbox.
Absolutely. So
Let's speak inside, because the tractor is... כן, yes, you can shut the door. הנה מראה על החלק הפנימי של המכונית, אתם כבר יכולים להתרשם ממנה.
actually, you can.
This is your own special car, right? This is your personal car.
Oh, I wish it was. I wish it was.
But you drove it.
But we drove it, we tested it. We went to Sweden, we went to Granada, we tested all over Europe.
Come to Tel Aviv
Yeah, we
and
should.
test it.
We should. Next time, please invite me and I will.
Yes, you're invited. So we were speaking about the engine. What you have done with the engine?
Look at this. So we've got a brand new transmission. It's called a Cvt. You know, a Cvt works as a continuous variable transmission.
It's not a single clutch you used to have together with
No.
Stellantis. That's it.
It's finished with that one. There is no more hesitation, no
Yeah,
more
yeah,
strange shock,
yeah.
and so on. It works fine.
And especially now, sorry to interrupt, you have parking position, which was not in the old car.
It was not.
It was
you
only
always
in
had to do hand
yeah.
brake, and you were never sure. Oh, shall my car not move? Now this was okay technology in the previous 10 years. Now we have new technology, a Cvt, which is normally not possible for small cars, because a Cvt is as every automatic transmission, reasonably big. But this one is a small, very compact unit. Just to give you an idea, it's 25 kilos lighter than the Yaris.
But
CVT.
still the same system and the same concept, CVT.
Completely same.
So if I see S CVT, it's only because it's small CVT.
It's because
That's the difference.
of course it also works with a smaller engine, smaller torque, so everything could be engineered down, let's say.
I will
inside.
translate it to Hebrew with your permission please. אז כמו שאומר סטן, הלכה תיבת ההילוכים שהייתה בעבר בשיתוף עם פז'ו וסיטרואן, שהייתה תיבה חד מצמדית, שלא היה לה אפילו מצב פארקינג. המכונית הייתה צריכה להיות במצב ניוטרל כדי להתניע אותה, והנה כאן יש מצב פארקינג, אפשר לראות את זה, כן, הנה זה מואר בכחול. ומדובר בתיבת הילוכים רציפה. But I see that you have paddle shifting behind the steering wheel.
Absolutely.
So you have 5 ratios, sorry. 7 ratios. Wow.
7 ratios. So that is a nice thing. A CVT, you have actually 2 choices. Or you let the car completely decide. And what we do, we will try to read with the throttle pedal. If you go slowly, the car will slowly rev up. If you go quickly on the throttle pedal, the car will really shift down and go really quick. So it tries to feel what you want. If you don't like it and you want to be in control, basically you go with the shifter, you go into manual, you can see manual, and with the pedal shifts or with the shifter here, you can still work it as a manual gearbox with 7 gears.
I can smell sportiness in this one. I can smell some sportiness. You speak a lot about agility. אתם מדברים הרבה על זריזות של המכונית. What is the value that you're most proud in this agility quality of the car? The radius of the turn, maybe, or?
Absolutely. So agility for me means you can move quickly on what
Maneuver.
you like. Maneuver in low speed, but also in high speed, but without becoming nervous. So you don't want like a sports car. Oh wow, and I need to control it. No, this is not the point. The car moves immediately where you want it to move, with a very balanced feeling, and that's what this is. But maneuverability is super important in a city. We're here in Barcelona. Actually, it means this car, when I go fully lock to lock, I can rotate with a 4.7 radius. This is amazing.
4.7 meters.
Yeah, this means almost the car is just rotating around itself. It's really amazing.
On the axle. What we have here is a 9-inch multimedia screen. Goes together with Android or with Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
Wireless.
It's fully wireless.
אבל לפי מה שהבנו בישראל זה לא יהיה ככה. In Israel it will not be like that, and the problem in Israel is the some frequencies are not allowed to be used because of the army or traffic control of the air, of airplanes and things like that. So in some cars it's working, in other cars no. This is the official answer that we have. זו התשובה הרשמית שקיבלנו, שאי אפשר להביא את האלחוטי, but with cable to the telephone it will be working fantastic.
Absolutely. We always have a big screen. Even the lowest entry grade starts with 7-inch screen, and always Android Auto, always Apple CarPlay. So, but in that case, you have to plug in the USB. This is true. Yeah.
We have here wireless charging place, and electric air conditioning system. One area, of course, we don't need more. Basically, and the window is larger. What is the magic that you've done here, Stan?
Actually, you see as well, I'm sitting a bit higher than
but you're a tall guy,
than the previous guy. So what is important is, of course, I'm sitting high.
Let's just say the previous guy was me. And I'm not an example.
Also, what is important is this one. When you're driving, you don't want this to be fully in your field of vision. So also I want to see pedestrian cyclists. So we took this one, reduced the width, and actually put the angle very much flat. Much more flat than you expect with an SUV style extension. And in that way we have a good overview on the road.
Yes. Sorry about the coughing, I just missed I tried to swallow something and I missed it, so אז אני מצטער קצת על השיעולים. הקדמתי כאן לבשת, אבל זה בסדר, סטן הוא גיבור. This new patent is nice, I like it. I like it. If it was with some lights, it would be better. But you have to improve something in the next generation, leave something for the future. As I said before, there is a version with a roof that can be opened. It's not a stiff one, it's made of cotton. Yes. גג בד מתקפל, but you said it's very firm and it's very with all kind of weathers, in the sun, in the winter.
No problem.
In the snow, in the storm.
Absolutely. We tested it in Sweden, -24, no problem whatsoever. We tested it on high speed in Germany, noise insulation and so on.
Can be operated while driving?
It can be operated while driving.
In what speed?
Of course,
if you
let's
remember.
say I drive it comfortably at 90, 100 kph.
No, I can open it while I'm driving?
And you can still open it, no problem. There's no speed limitation and so on.
So I can drive 90 kilometers per hour and open it?
Yes, no problem.
You're doing better than Ferrari. You're doing better than Ferrari because Ferrari allow you to open the rooftop only if you're 50 kilometers or you stand still or maximum 50 kilometers per hour. So Toyota, you beat Ferrari in this parameter.
Tell my boss.
Tell your boss, yes. Tell Mr. Toyota. He will be happy to know it. Speaking about safety, because Toyota is safety and safety is Toyota, as we know.
Absolutely.
So you didn't invent anything new for this car, but you took everything that you can from the Yaris Cross.
That's the whole point actually for us, and I really appreciate that you said it, because for us safety is not an option. It's not because you have a small car and it's an A-segment car that you don't want safety. Of course we are there. So we have the full TSS system operated by this camera.
TSS, it's Toyota Safety
Toyota
System.
Safety Sense, indeed. Plus the radar in the bumper. It comes with lane trace assist, adaptive cruise control, all the pre-crash safety, and other convenience matter.
But we still miss the blind spot detecting.
There is a blind spot, indeed. That's the only function, I would say, which is different from the Yaris Cross.
Yes, okay. But as I said before, it leaves you a place to grow up in the next generation and to take more money for that as well, of course, because you need to live from something. This is blue. This is blue. Wow, I didn't notice.
So this is,
now I notice it's blue.
This is a style. So we go, and you see this is a high grade.
Yes.
High grade is a bit premium, and it's actually an anodized paint. So we actually developed a special paint uniquely for this car that matches.
What will be the official color of the car when you go to the showrooms and?
Good question. That is something you need to ask to your sales.
Good question.
Me,
when they say good question, it means they don't have the answer. Okay, sometimes. Good question. Okay. Absolutely. I will go to the back and I will see if I can live there. You stay here because it will be trouble for you to go to the back. דלתות אחוריות, כמו שאמרנו, פתיחה של החלון ככה, לא ידית. אין כאן שום דבר, פשוט כלום. אפילו לא תלי אחסון קטן של בקבוק קטן לתינוק. If I have a baby and I want to give him something to drink and to give him a bottle, so this is the only place I can leave the bottle for him. But the angle is very, very small. הזווית כניסה, כמו שראינו, גם ביאריס, גם פה הם לא שינו את זה. Maybe Stan will tell us a little bit about it. If he knows, if no, we leave him alone with that. But it is quite maneuverable to get inside. צריך קצת להשתחל פנימה. סליחה קצת על המצב החשוך. צריך טיפה להשתחל פנימה. זה לא, אתה לא נכנס ככה בקלות. And to look after your head, צריך לשמור גם על הראש, not to bump it. Inside, כן, מקום לרגליים. יש משהו. Still few centimeters, it's okay. It's okay. Claustrophobic a little bit because of the small windows. But this is the price you have to pay for design. תמיד אנחנו אומרים את זה. יש מחיר שאתה משלם בגלל העיצוב. ובמקרה הזה, מי שמשלם את המחיר, זה אנשים שיושבים מאחור. וסטן דיבר על זה בצורה מאוד גלויה. You spoke about it frankly when you said you invest more in the roomness of the people in the front and in the baggage. They don't pay the price here, but since only 5% of the people that use the car use the back seat, so it's a logical assumption, let's say. I don't know how many people in Israel use the back seats, especially in small cars like that. I don't know. But I believe it's more of the same, 5%, even less.
Could be. Of course, as always, we are monitoring closely. We have, of course, Yaris Cross, which have more space in the back, and that's why, indeed, we're actually proud to say that we prioritize style. This car had to be about good styling, and this rear door portion, which I showed you from the outside, with this C-shape, re-angled
You're not wrong, my friend. You're not wrong. What sell cars today? It's design, and design. So if you have a mark for design, then you don't have problem, you sell the car. Of course, you have the liability of Toyota. This is coming without saying. אז המיתוג שלהם כטויוטה, העיצוב החיצוני, and it's the same trick like the CHR. When people saw the CHR, they say, wow, I'm crushed about the car. And they forget about other things, like claustrophobic in the back seats, no boot compartment in the CHR whatsoever. Remind me the Nissan Juke, for example, because the Nissan Juke was a geek, and you want to drive a car like that, and you didn't care that you don't have enough room in the back. וזה בדיוק מה שקורה כאן. ובטויוטה זה לא שמנצלים את העניין הזה, הם פשוט אומרים, נשקיע בעיצוב, והם השקיעו בעיצוב. המכונית נראית יוצאת מן הכלל, אין מה להגיד. It looks fantastic from the outside. It smiles to you and you can smile back at her. and go inside and feel happy. What I see here is digital. Part of it is digital, the gauge cluster. Very nice, very modern. Steering wheel is still the same steering wheel that we know from the Yaris or the Yaris Cross. You didn't change nothing here, but everything with the safety system go into the steering wheel today to operate the cruise control and the lane keep assist and all the other systems. המצלמה פה כמו שאמרנו. And now we speak a little bit about the engine because we leave it to the final, the engine.
Okay, true. So we already spoke about the Cvt transmission.
Yes.
The engine itself is a 1 liter 3-cylinder, 72 horsepower.
And 93 Newton meters,
yeah.
which is 9 kilogram meters. In Israel, we count in kilogram force.
So, but that one is tuned for really low RPM torque. It means even you don't have much power, it's still the engine responds immediately from standstill to takeoff. And especially with the Cvt transmission, you're always at the right RPM. And I understood Israel quite, you have some uphill roads, right? You have some inclined roads.
A few, yes.
This Cvt
But we have also some places you go down, like the Dead Sea, which is the lowest place on earth. But still you have to come back home and you have to climb back.
And this is what this car does greatly, because sometimes with a manual transmission, you would like, ooh, shall I go to second gear, ooh, to first gear? You know, it's very an inconfident drive, maybe a bit scary. With the Cvt, it never happens. And it really, you can stand still on an 18% slope, no problem, and just depart again with no problem, with full of confidence.
Speaking about performance, this is not a performance car. It's not a Gazoo racing car. Maybe sometimes in the future, the engineers of Gazoo Racing will take it and do something. אין כאן ביצועים. The car hit from 0 to 100 in less than 15 seconds. I can boil an egg in that time, 15 seconds, but it's not a racing car. The issue is, what happens if I want to go from 70 to 90 and to overtake someone? Is it a full drama, you think, or what do you think will happen?
So, again here, we let the data speak. And we've seen it indeed, basically, from 30 to 80 kph, this is the majority of operation of this car.
Urban style.
Urban style, suburban, a quick overtake. You still want to be confident, even though, true, it's not the fastest. But no car in the A segment, except for the Up GTI, actually is fast.
Which is not sold
in Israel.
Yes.
Okay. So then it's not a reference. So therefore, I think it's really nice that you can use a pedal shift to be sure to quick overtake. You go 1, 2, 3, step down. You keep it in D drive. 1, 2, 3 down. The rev goes up, and immediately you can respond. So for me, the response speed is equally important than the acceleration itself.
יפה, מה שאומר סטן, כדי לתפעל אותו בעקיפות ולחפש זמן תגובה מהיר יותר, response speed, זמן תגובה מהיר, עדיף לעשות את זה כמו שהוא הראה, להוריד עם הפאדל שיפט הילוך 1, 2 או אפילו 3, לתת למכונית להאיץ קדימה, להשתמש במה שיש לה, לתת לה להאיץ קדימה, תוך כדי שימוש בתיבת ההילוכים, במקום לחפש את ההילוך הנכון בתיבה ידנית, ואז היא תרוץ קדימה. לגבי הדרמה והרעש הוא לא הגיב, אבל אני יכול להגיד לכם שזה, היא כן רועשת, כמו שאנחנו מכירים בדרך כלל מכוניות עם מנועי CVT, עם תיבות הילוכים של CVT. About fuel consumption, the WLTP say a little bit more than 20 kilometers per liter.
Yes. So
would you sign on it?
So we are doing an opposite calculation, 4.7 liter per 100
per 100 kilometers. Yeah.
So it's more than 20 kilometers per liter. I'm not sure what you achieved actually, but when I drove here in Barcelona with the new car, that means the engine is not running yet, I hit 5.1 liter. No cautious driving, just following the traffic, going uphill a little bit and so on. So when you're in the car, I am very confident you can go below 5 liters.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's also cheap to maintain. אז היא חסכונית. Okay, it sounds logical with 1 liter 3-cylinder engine should should be economical with petrol. And today petrol is an issue in Israel because the price of the petrol is going up. Not only in Israel, all over the world, the petrol is going up. Stan, it's a small taste of the car. It's not the full road test that we wish to have in the future with that. But we are very impressed with what you have done in the last few years with the new Aiygo Cross, that's the name of the car. It's good that you didn't give up and you sent Stellantis to their own way and you picked to say, no, it's, you know, they stay with the 500 electric, they pick their way. You will come with your solutions for the electric in the next years. I know that, everybody knows that. Mr. Toyota said it lately, dozens of models will be electrical. So, but we still have time until 2025 easily. We have time.
Absolutely.
This one is 107 grams, if I recall, per kilometer. So it's still very much below the limit. So you still have enough time to use it without paying the taxes or the over fee taxes. המכונית הזאת עם רמת זיהום מאוד נמוכה. היא יכולה להמשיך עם המנוע הזה. Maybe 1.5 liter in the future?
Who knows? It's a TNG platform, so as an engineer, I should say, yes, I'm capable of doing that. So let's see what the future will be.
Surprises, we're always happy. אז זאת המכונית, אנחנו לא יודעים להגיד לכם כרגע מתי היא תגיע לישראל. היא תגיע לישראל, היא תגיע כנראה ברמות גימור כאלה, עם המסכים והמפתחות, ולא בקילס, אבל יהיו גם בקילס, עם גג נפתח ועם המסך הגדול. Safety, same safety all over the levels, the trims. אותה בטיחות בכל רמות הגימור, אין הבדל בדבר כזה או דבר אחר, except of sensors. Front and rear sensors, they will be only in the high level trim. חיישנים קדמיים ואחוריים, original, יהיו רק ברמות הגימור הגבוהות, אין את זה ברמות אבל זה קיים, זה לא קיים, סליחה, ברמות הגימור שמתחת לרמה הכי גבוהה, אבל זה חיישני חניה קדמיים ואחוריים, מי שצריך את זה, זה שלו. I want to say thank you very much on behalf of all the viewers of the automotive world in Israel. This is the place we are coming from. The Automotive World TV show, the only TV show in Israel about cars. And now you're going to be famous in Israel. So be careful when you go to the airport. People will jump on you. Sign me here, sign me there.
I'm ready for signatures.
More than Max Verstappen. By the way, you're more than Verstappen or Hamilton? Okay.
You know Verstappen is half Belgian?
Yeah.
I have to say Verstappen.
Mrs. Kumpen, she's Belgian. She's Belgian.
She's Belgian, and he lived most of his young life in Belgium. It's crazy what he's doing, but hats off to Mr. Hamilton.
Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Sir Hamilton.
Sir Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. Don't want to mess with the Queen now. Yeah.
What he has performed is from an unseen level.
Yeah, the comeback in the last races is crazy, especially Brazil. And but you know, this is what good with sport, and we're happy because the new season is coming, and we'll see the fight continue, and that's the spice, the fifth spice of life. After the 4 spices that we have from you, this is the 5th spice. Thank you very much, Stan. You're welcome to Israel. Please come and visit us. I'm sure you will be happy. And let's see you soon again. Thank you. Shalom.
My pleasure.
Shalom.
Shalom to everybody there.
Bye-bye.